Now, I'm not happy that Acer sent me this laptop over because I don't like Chromebooks. This is made by Google, and already I've started playing with it, and I'm like, let's click on the right side of the mouse and nothing's happening. With Windows or Linux, you always have a bunch of options that come up and then you can select it. Now, I didn't even know how to even like copy something on it till I had to Google it. So holding Control and C is how you can obviously copy whatever you're looking at, but it seems a little bit more of hard work. But I've looked on Amazon for the price of this laptop before we go any further, and it is just going at £249.99 British pounds. It comes with 2 gig of memory, 16 gig MMC card, which is like a flash card or SD card. So basically like one of these built into that, because what it is that it's using the flash memory and the storage at the same time, so it can create, when you drop data on it, it's obviously got to do with speed and storage at the same time. So it is like got memory controller and all that sort of stuff built into it. But yeah, it's got 2 gig of RAM in it, and I'm sure it's got this DDR4 if I remember rightly. But what are the good things about it? The good points about this laptop: it's really light, it's really slick. You can connect it to a TV via HDMI, so that you can have this screen and watch whatever you're watching and do that. But then we do have mobile phones that you can do mirror casting on and all that sort of stuff. But technically, if you want to do some work with it and other stuff that you need to have a HDMI lead connected to it, you can do it with this. The chiplet keys feel really nice. It just feels like a nice style. It is basically like a very thinner version of like a Mac, like a MacBook Air or something like that. Something really small and thin. It doesn't take too long to charge. It's saying up to 14 hours of battery life on it. But what I was surprised, up to 3 times faster than 8.02 11 AC, which AC internet is really damn fast. But obviously the times have moved, technology's got faster, more powerful. That means the internet's going to be more integrated and faster, but I didn't expect it on this sort of laptop. Now, with the speed being that fast, that means that any office work I'm doing or getting anything from cloud, because everything's about cloud with your data, your pictures and all that sort of stuff, this is what it's great for, is that it will come on here real quickly, especially if you're connected to, well, the faster home internet or business internet, then the better. Now this is great for students and also business users. In the terminology of what I'm saying about business users, I don't mean going at it with like Illustrator, Adobe, Cinema 4D and all that sort of stuff. That's not going to work. Not for £250. Like, if you think about how much the software is and then you're putting it on a laptop, it doesn't make sense. But one thing I can say though, when it comes down to Adobe products, Microsoft products, you can install that because it's Google. It's like having a mobile phone tablet version put on this laptop. So everything you can do, you can off your mobile, you can do on here, but it's just slightly bigger keys, faster internet connection unless you're buying a top phone. Foldable laptop sort of look, can show people, connect it up to like projection screens and do your PowerPoints, and you can download everything off of Google, the Google store. So that's the good thing about it. This comes in obviously Chrome. It's got an alright operating system made by Acer. The webcam's meant to be pretty cool, so if we have a look at the webcam real quick, if I can remember how to do it. When I go into the menu, I go to click down there like a start screen. I'm expecting to have like a menu of apps and applications and all this sort of stuff, and all I see is my little logo down there, Wi-Fi, battery life and download secrecy. Everything is very straightforward. So if your granny is not very good with the internet and not very good with laptops, get her this. If you're a business user that needs to check up emails and all that sort of stuff, but instead of having a mobile phone, you want something a bit bigger and you can type out a little bit more quicker, a little bit more precise, a little bit more robust, go with this. And if you're a student and you're at school and you're not doing anything to do with Illustrator, design, Premiere Pro, Cinema 4D, anything like that, and you want to do light things, you can do, because you can still go into the app like Google Play Store and download InDraw, I think it is, which is like Illustrator, and then you get that and you sign in and then you come back and then you put it on your main computer. This is not a computer replacement by any means or anything like that, but it's still pretty good. But I'm going to talk about like the menu real quick. So what it comes standard, is the Play Store slides, which I'm guessing that's got to be sent to do your pictures and that. Oh, do you know what? Let's just click into it. Chrome extension, so docs, yeah, so your little presentation slides of pictures and information, data and all that. Then you've got your Play Store, YouTube, which you've got your normal YouTube files, like all your backup data, Google Keep, self-explanatory, Chrome, all the apps. So these are my first apps that I see, and then all these other apps. Then you've got your Gmail, you've got your documentation, all your data in it, your slides, your sheets, Google Keep, Google Photo, YouTube, play games, not like real amazing powerful games, but games, so probably your phone's probably going to be a little bit more powerful to play. If you've got the top range phone, no point really buying this unless you want something a little bit more robust. Google Drive, if you lose your contacts and all that sort of stuff, it's pretty good to use. Calculator, text, web store, and get help. So it's got all of this already pre-built into the computer. Now, obviously, it's only got 32 gigabytes of storage. Was it 16? I think it's 16 gigabytes, even less. You can download your apps, and then obviously it's like having a mobile phone, so just be careful not to go over the top. You can search for all your applications that you're looking for, come down to the left, gets rid of it. All the normal stuff down there for your internet, plug it in. You've got to set all this up like you would when you're doing your phone, assign to agreements and stuff like that, and the volume and all this sort of stuff. It's all in that corner. On the side here, we have two USB 3, so up to 5 gigabits per second, but it depends on the motherboard and how strong everything is, like CPU, memory and all that sort of stuff. So you're not going to get a full anything to do with up to 5 gigabits per second on there. That's why I say up to. You've got HDMI as well, so you can have HDR, high dynamic range, for your graphics. Kensington lock on the side. This laptop's pretty thin though, I'll give it that. You've got a battery light indicator, which is obviously red, orange or yellow, green, depending on however it is. You've got another light indicator for a 3.5mm jack, so you can plug in your headphones and stuff like that. And then you've got a power cable to plug it in, and it's just like this thin little cable. It's got quite a decent bit of length, so it's pretty cool. I like the design of it. I like the Acer logo offset and the chrome. To be honest with you, this does feel like a really premium like laptop that you would spend about £700 or £800. It feels like that kind of chassis. Now it's really thin at the front. It's not too heavy. If you want to read books and stuff, you can do that. This laptop's just, it's like a mobile phone replacement in a way. It's got like little rubber feet so it doesn't scratch, and little sound things come out here. I don't think this flips all the way back, if I remember rightly. No, it just flips flat like that, and then you can have it like that. Now the screen, obviously it's $249.99. The screen, if I look from the left or to the right or up and down, you start to see shadowing and stuff like that, because obviously the screen's really cheap. But anything you watch, like if I go and watch a YouTube video, right, I'll put it in the fullest high definition it can, so 1080p. It looks nice, but you have to look straight on it. If you're not looking straight on it and you're looking to the left or the right, you're gonna get like loads of like shadowing. The color contrast is gonna be over a little bit. It's got a reflection glare that it's meant to have for the outside. This. To a dark rock pro forward. I think I made people jump in the office. Right, there we go. So basically, it's got sun glare and everything like that, but it's not super intelligent like some other laptops. But it has got the technology there. So the thickness is saying is 2/3, so 16.95mm thin, and it is thick, sorry, and it is pretty thin and stuff. To be honest with you, I'm going to plug my headphone in, and I'm going to check out what the sound sounds like. There's no microphone jack on there, if you're asking, which is a bit annoying, really, because some people need that. Sounds really good. The DAC in there is really good. Oh, I was quite surprised. I didn't think it was going to be good. So the audio is pretty good. Playing games would be alright on here if you're playing mobile phone apps. But as you saw, a little bit of stuttering is because it's it's not very expensive. But if you need a laptop, as I said all the way through the video, if you need something like that and you want a laptop sort of thing, you can go ahead with it. So what I had to do is download the app for the camera. It didn't come on there standard for some reason, but now it's saying allow camera MX to take pictures and record. So I go to allow, access photos, media and files on your device, allow, record audio, allow, take my blood, allow. Here we go! That's what we need to do. You just need to obviously download. But if you didn't know that, when you normally buy any computer or anything like that, anyway, it's not too bad. It's actually not too bad. It's not exactly that bright in here, but it's not too bad. How do you get? You can do a time lapse with it. Right, so we've got a photo resolution of 1280 by 720 by 16:9 aspect ratio. We've got a 4:3 aspect ratio at 960 by 720. And then a 1.1 with 720 by 720. And then we can just get out of it because I've had enough of this laptop. How do we shut down the camera? Is it that one? Yeah, that's how we roll. Anyway, I need to get out of it. Or should I do a little bit of video? Let's do a bit of video. Yeah. Actually, it does move like 720, definitely. Right, high dynamic range. We need to stop this. Alright, high dynamic range. Yeah, it's not too bad. What's it? It's got a flash in it. No. What kind of flash is that? What the hell? Excellent. Oh, that's pretty terrible, really. What? Mini photo stories? What? Oh, hang on, what's that? Okay. Alright. Let's check the video. Oh, there's a lot of blur to it. How do you stop it? Right, so the sound sounds good, but it's a bit of motion blur to it. Obviously, the more lighting you have, the better it will probably be. Anyway, that's the end of the review of the Acer Chromebook 14-inch thing. Buy if you choose to buy from this review. Buy if you choose that you want to get a more decent laptop from Acer. It's up to you. But as I said, I described it all in the video. So just take note. It's not going to be super powerful, but it is kind of like a mobile phone replacement, and then it's kind of not. And it is kind of for students and your granny, but then if you make sure that the apps are on there already and she knows what she's doing, it'll be okay. Anyone else, I'd have a look at more stronger Acer laptops. Anyway, if you like this, subscribe, share, links in the description down below where you can buy it, and I'll see you next one. Thanks for watching.